And this is what happens when you're a do-it-yourself builder with a vision stuck inside for the winter. Mark bought a mountain of popsicle sticks, a big old bottle of wood glue. You get 100% handmade wooden Death Star. Mark has been chipping away at this Lego-inspired masterpiece for weeks, documenting every single session in short bursts of progress. Honestly, I wasn't sure if he could pull it off, but those curves using flat sticks, wait until you see this incredible piece come together. Amazing. Mark, can you hear us? I don't know if he can hear us. Yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, Mark, can you hear us? Yeah, okay. Hi there. Hi, welcome. I have a few questions regarding this Death Star creation you've built.
Sounds good. Let's get going with that. Happy to answer whatever you got.
Sources say you've officially decided not to use Lego for this entire build. What sparked this wooden rebellion?
And I'm a big Lego fan, big Star Wars Lego fan, and the OG Lego Death Star is something akin to legend now. You just can't get it anymore. It's not possible unless you're willing to spend, I don't know, I think I've seen it like $1,200, $1,400 on eBay. Crazy, right? So I used it as a guide, making this to scale the same dimensions as the Lego Death Star. The only difference is that I did just 6 scenes instead of all of the scenes that they have in the actual Lego Death Star. I wanted to make one half of it the solid sphere of the Death Star. That was my inspiration.
Walk us through a typical session.
Typical session really depends on what part of the build we're at. In the beginning stages, there was a lot of taping, a lot of waiting, because I had to wait for 24 hours for some of the pieces to set. The glue needed to be rock solid. Measuring out and planning, putting together, gluing pieces, waiting for them to dry, and then the next day applying those pieces to where I needed them to go. There was cutting, there was bending, there was all kinds of different things that went into it. So really there was a lot of different processes involved.
We're seeing some intense footage of the build phase. I'm sure when the public sees this, they are going to be dying to know, how many popsicle sticks did you actually use in this entire build?
Luckily, there were no popsicles eaten. They were all bulk bought. We're looking at, I would say, about 1,800 popsicle sticks. Now, I don't want you to think it's that many popsicle sticks, okay? They come in boxes of 1,000, okay? So that was barely even 2 boxes.
So Mark, with the build of this actual Death Star, there's all kinds of, it looks to be mini decks with triangles stuck to them. Can you please explain those?
There was a conundrum I had during this build of how to make the floors and walls come together. I didn't really, I was at a loss as to just how to make this become a reality. And so with the different quadrants I had set up, I decided on making these little deck planks and then cutting them to fit the different sizes of the spaces that were available. So that's how the floors and walls came together.
Other than stating the obvious with the popsicle sticks, what other supplies did you actually use for this tremendous build?
Well, obviously, we're going to need glue. And this is actually the second bottle we've gone into. We went through a large bottle, just dipping into the second one. The Gorilla Glue is a real must for this. So we've got these miter shears. Can adjust an angle of the cut. Not viewable up here is my bandsaw. That was pivotal. The bandsaw made it so easy to make all of these fine cuts of these planks that I made. And let me tell you, this little game changer did not go without a purpose. It was wonderful. Bins, used that to bend the sticks into shape, got them soaking wet, pushed them into the mold, and then left them overnight to dry. Worked out really well. Good knife for some point cuts. You never know when you're going to need to use those. Sandpaper. I've had little strips of sandpaper so I could sand down the edges. And my trusty specs.
Now, looking quite closely on this build, I'm noticing little parts. Are they actually moving doors?
Very good eye. You're right. They are moving parts. I made a cell door that opens. The crushing trash compactor walls come together. There's a trap door in the prison that goes into the trash compactor where there's a hole and there's a panel that lifts up. So I don't know. I just decided to go a little bit extra on it and make some moving parts because it's just a nice little extra feature to have, and it made me happy.
Also, great idea with the box to hold the actual structure in place. That was a fantastic idea. Good for you. I imagine it could be quite difficult to keep it in one spot while you were working on it.
You are not wrong. Started off with using clamps because there were a lot of single points on the structure that I could clamp down and just hold as a point. But once it started getting larger, I just ran out of ways to hold it still. So cut down a box to size to just almost the size of the diameter of the sphere. And it worked out perfectly. I still have a couple clamps on the side to keep it in place, but it really worked out nicely.
Too bad you didn't have more than 2 hands. Mark, one more question before we let you go. Now that it's finished, Mark, are you still there? Okay.
Yeah. Hi. No, I'm still here.
One more question before we let you go to your DIYing. Now that this build is finished, where will this wooden Death Star live in a modern home?
That's a tough question. I got to get it past the gatekeeper first. But if I had it my way, I've got it set up so I can hang it from a ceiling. And I think kind of want to look at it a lot. So I'll probably keep it up in my office.
Can we get a closer look at that? So let's take a tour of this Death Star wooden creation room to room. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Over to you, Mark. Mark, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us and show the world your creation. It is truly remarkable. You should be very proud of yourself. And yeah, we'll have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lisa. Great to have you here, and thanks for the great questions.